Can we go on a
Totally
date?
still
Can we
do.
go on a date?
No.
Why? Because you see me without makeup?
Yeah, no. I mean, just you're a worker. No offense, but
And you're
I'm not a.
But what would you do?
exploitation worker.
What? Okay, let's go there.
Oh no! I'm trying to get some positivity in this podcast. I'm gonna get the positivity if it kills me.
Wait.
Now.
So okay. What does that mean?
I don't know.
No, I'll engage briefly though. What?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll do it.
So
Sure.
why
I'm
would you
trying to keep
date?
this
Why would
table
you not
alive.
date a sex worker? Why?
Huh?
Why would you not date a sex worker? So you would date a woman that likes most women have sex with her for free, but you wouldn't date one that makes men pay.
I'm sorry. Repeat that.
I said you would date a woman that would let multiple men have sex with her for free, but you would not date a woman that makes a man pay for her to have sex with her. Because you said you don't date sex workers, but you date like that do it for free.
When did I say that?
Well, obviously,
you would have
if they
to.
don't, if,
You would have to point to something I've said that would actually lead you
Can
to
I give you a
believe
correction?
that.
I just think his preferences for girls not in the industry. Because the same way.
yes, which is free. So means that the same way they were him with for free is the same way they were anybody for free without nothing
This is
required.
massive levels of cope, but so
Elaborate on that, please.
it's just like, well, you're trying to cope with the fact that the reality is women who are engaged in sex work, who do OnlyFans, who prostitute themselves in one way or another, have a more difficult time when it comes to dating because most
Really?
men who respect themselves don't want to date women
Really?
who have, yes.
Yeah.
I agree to disagree.
Yeah, there's simps. There's simps out there.
I love
I
the
don't think
simps.
men should date those other types of women either.
Well, they are. They're funding our
Sure.
lifestyle too.
Oh, I agree. There's a lot of men who have absolutely
I
no
love simps.
preferences, standards, or boundaries.
Well,
Why? But why would that be an issue? That
I just want to know why you wouldn't date a sex worker. So you would date a janitor before a sex worker.
Absolutely, I would date a woman who works at a fast food
You would
restaurant.
date a abortion clinic person who does abortions over a sex worker, right? So a person who kills babies for a living over a sex worker. Would you?
Are you sure? I mean, we could have the abortion debate if you want.
No, I said
I'd
would you
rather
date?
not.
Would you
No.
would you date a doctor who kills babies for a living because it makes them money over a sex worker? Would
Hang
you?
on, that's
Okay, no. Well, that is. I'll engage in the hypothetical. So, okay, it's woman. That's it. That is an interesting hypothetical. So, female sex worker versus a female doctor who's an abortionist. I wouldn't date either. That is an interesting hypothetical. I would have to think more about that. I've never been posed that question. That is a good question. They're both bad. Honestly, they're both bad. Fuck.
Would you date a woman who has sex with multiple men because they tell her she likes them and she's going off a personality?
Multiple men at the same
No,
time?
not at the same time, but she
has a body count of 5?
No,
Yeah,
not
I would
5. I
date a
didn't
girl-
say 5. I'm
Yes, I
saying
would
she
date a
d-
girl who has a body count of
No,
5.
I'm not saying 5. I said she dates.
What's her body count?
She dates. Well, who knows? Most girls lie about their body counts, but she dates guys based off of what they tell her, versus a girl who's only like taking on guys at a certain
Wait,
price.
would you date a guy who works at McDonald's?
No, I wouldn't.
Whoa.
Well, unless he's owning it. If he's in a corporate office, maybe.
Why
if he's in
wouldn't
a
you
corporate,
date?
yes, I would. If he's in a corporate office.
He's a burger flipper.
No, I would not.
So wait, you won't date a guy who flips burgers, but I won't date a sex worker? What's the actual objection then?
So how does sex worker and burger flipper get on the same level? They're not on the same level.
Oh, somebody who works
One
at
has
a
their
fast
time.
food.
One has their time and one doesn't. One's a slave to time. One has their time and one
Not
is
if
a
they're
slave to
dating
time.
me, but shit, I'll rescue you, Chick-fil-A. What's up? Get you out of the Chick-fil-A. But so
And you agree most men would take a McDonald's worker and make her.
over a
Yeah,
prostitute? Yes.
Well, why isn't it happening?
it did happen.
It happens all the time.
Not often then a sex worker gets picked up then. People
Wait,
are more
what?
people are more willing to make sex workers rich and to uplift them and give them loans for businesses. Strippers, Cardi B, don't act like you don't know, like plenty of celebrities that were sex workers in the past, Marilyn Monroe, they get big off of that, and men are more likely to save them than a McDonald's worker and a Wendy's worker and an Arby's worker.
Yeah,
No
it's
offense to
degenerate.
them.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you that there's degenerate tricks and marks. Yeah. But like
Because you spend money on a woman, you're a trick and you're a mark.
literally, if they're engaging with a sex worker and spending money on the worker, you're literally a trick.
So shout out to Donald Trump. And the trick is running the country, Melania Trump. She ran the country. Tricks ran the country before. Yeah, we was
Is
first lady.
Melania a sex worker? Is that?
Yeah,
is
she
there-
was. She was doing adult work. She did do adult movies, and she ran this country. So that puts the degenerates at the top, running the what?
I don't know.
Non-degenerates?
Look, I don't know Melania's history.
First lady of the country,
But
your
like,
country.
I'm also not going to defend. Like, Donald Trump is not like the shining beacon of morality when it comes to
But he's running
romantic
your country.
partners.
He's running your country, and he is a degenerate at the
What
top.
does that have
as
to
a
do-
first lady? The first lady that was the first lady of this
Yeah,
country.
and I don't co-sign that.
And shit, I think. No, I'm not going to get too political, but who's ever vice president right here has attended a couple of these parties too, and she's running this country. She's a part of running this country as well.
You talking about Kamala?
I'm not going to call any names,
Okay,
but
why don't we
degenerates
stay-
have power. Just like Marilyn Monroe, she had power too. Degenerates have power. We're running the world.
What is your point?
My point is that you said that
I
a
wouldn't
sex
date a
worker,
sex worker, yeah.
sex worker and a McDonald's worker is on the same level, and we both know that's a lie.
You're right. The sex worker is way less desirable.
Really?
Yep.
So how is the McDonald's worker struggling, and I'm not?
Well, well, hold on.
Because men are desiring me more than they're desiring a McDonald's worker. I mean,
Wait,
ladies,
no,
like,
hold
don't have
on.
nothing to
Wait.
say?
Let me address the claim. So, you're talking about the amount of money you can make.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about how
No, you
how
literally
attractive
said-
I am. This is how I live my life.
Your job has nothing to do with
You
your
said
physical...
a McDonald's worker
Yeah.
and is higher than a worker.
Okay, so we're not talking about looks. Yes.
I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking
Yes.
about overall.
Morality of
Mo-
things.
Yes.
Morality, flipping burgers for a living, taking your time,
Yes.
say I'm only worth $8 or an hour to
They
flip
pay
burgers. That's how much I'm worth. That's selling your body. And either way, what you're doing, you're selling your body. If you're working
but
a
there's-
minimum
What are a
wage
sex
job,
worker doing?
if you're working a minimum wage job, you're still selling your body for less money, for $6 an hour, for $7 an hour, for $8 an hour, for $10 an
But then
hour.
I mean,
You're still selling your body.
all work that is earning less than a sex worker.
I don't understand.
So you meaning
Cope.
everyone that is working is
Is
selling,
selling their body.
Yes.
Look, I get what
so
you're
when
saying.
is it worth it?
But I just think for men and people that I know, unfortunately, a lot of men would probably have less of a problem if I was being a burger flipper.
But
They
see,
would have
the
less
thing,
of a
I've
problem
been
than
a
doing-
burger flipper. I've been a Domino's worker. I've done plenty of jobs before. And this is the only job where men have supported me. This is the only job where I'm able to have all of my time, all of my respect. Men are literally putting money at my feet, asking me to all over them. Degenerates, whatever you want to call them. I like the degenerates. I love the degenerates, and the degenerates love me. So go where you love. That's what I say. Go
Yeah,
where you
there's
love.
no dispute that a sex worker is going to make more money than a woman who works in fast food.
I'm not talking about more money. We're more valued by men. Men, when I was working a fast food job, no man ever said, let me go
You're
and pay
not
for your
more
hair. Let me
valued.
pay for your nails. Let me fly you out. They never offered that as I'm on the internet with my out, like the word you like to say, with my out, and they offering rings. They offering to fly me out to Dubai. They offering not just to fly me out, to pay for
Because
college,
you're
to
a
pay for
sex
this.
worker.
So why are they not offering their money to the McDonald's worker and to change their lives?
But
That's
why-
the question.
But they are.
But
Why-
they're not. Wait, I've
It's
never.
happened to me a couple times. I work at a bar, restaurant, club, and
Your
every
life has
day.
been changed,
Yeah.
and you have all your
how
time to
popular
yourself.
you are as well.
But you're
I think.
working.
No,
but you're
I
working
don't-
at college. So how do you have all your time to yourself? All your time to yourself means like you've traveled the whole world. That you know shop every single day, pretty much. Go to restaurants, and you have like a glamorous life because a man made you have that. You have to do no work.
No, because I like to gain everything myself. I like to work for
Hail and well met. Lol Paladin
So that's like-
donated $200.02. Lady,
Oh,
you
boy.
are so stupid. I'd much rather date any woman currently working at Burger King, literally every single one, rather than a cute like yourself.
Wait,
Get
he said
some
prostitute black?
self-respect.
He said prostitute black,
said
prostitute.
prostitute like yourself.
prostitute something. Well, go ahead. Thanks for the money. Go ahead. Thanks
Wait,
for the money.
just keep coping for a few minutes. Keep coping.
I mean, like, you know.
Let's hear the cope. Go ahead.
He's saying all men, and me as worker, no, the majority of men are lying. They say that all the time, that they'd rather have a wholesome woman, and as soon as that wholesome woman or the McDonald's worker ain't not doing what they want to do, then it's on to the next. They say, I'm pretty sure the person who said that, I'm pretty sure you're like living in your mom's basement. You're living up under a woman who probably had to sell yourself for you to be able to live. A lot
By
of
the
you,
way,
a lot of you.
I disavow any. Look, I don't know about these claims about Melania. I completely disavow. I don't know if there's any truth to it.
It's true.
It's her statements, not mine.
She did
Whatever
adult work.
podcast
She
is
was in
not
adult
fucking
movies,
co-signed.
and she's running this world, which means workers run the world. Yep.
Do you have any proof for these claims?
Look it up. You have the computer.
What?
I don't have a computer. I can give you a link.
I'm
You
not
have- I have a
gonna
computer.
investigate the claims about Melania, but in any case, continue coping about how men would rather wife up a
A
prostitute.
hoe, yes, men like hoes. They love them actually. They seek out their validation. They crave them. They value
You're
them.
insane.
They're
That's
seduced
insane.
by them. And I know this because I am one and I've been living off this.
Well, why don't you tell? What's the scope of your work? Are you like do you?
No. Well, I just came from a third world country.
Do you
so-
do boy-girl content on OnlyFans? Have you ever done boy-girl content?
No.
Okay. Have you ever did yourself?
No.
You're a sugar baby, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you sleep with your sugar daddies?
The ones that can stand up, but most of them can't.
Is she trolling?
No, I'm not trolling. I swear to God. But if I'm being honest, in the past 3 years, there's been no sugar daddy that can stand up. A lot of the degenerates, what you call them, are high off of substances, and that substances usually affects their health, which is better for me. That they cannot really perform, which is it's not a problem. I'm not, upset or anything. So that's the term of my work. And so when you say I'm not a 10, but literally my looks, it's not me bending over that's been paying for my lifestyle. It's my face that's been paying for my lifestyle. And literally they say wherever you are in your country, when you come to California, minus it by 5, but all of Montecito, when I went to polo games, when I've went out, to different places, all these people are also saying I'm a 10. So I know I'm a 10.
But the value you put on yourself is how
Yes.
much guys are paying you?
No.
Harold
How they
Converse
treating me.
donated $100. Absolutely deluded. The only people that are going for you are the same ones that would screw a rattlesnake if somebody held it down.
That's majority
My wife
of all
is
men,
a
though.
custodian and I will pick her over you any day.
He said his what is who, and he would pick her. Good for you. Thanks for the money. Instead of giving $100 to her, to him, maybe you should give it to her. I don't know. Good for you. Did you want me to know that? It's not gonna change my opinion. Men are still spending money, and I love that. No matter what you're saying, men say one thing, but statistics proves the other. OnlyFans made more than Netflix last year. So what are you saying? Probably made more than McDonald's probably too. Is the majority the degenerates. Then why is the most watched thing in the world? If it's only full of degenerates, that means the majority of the world is degenerates. So
I don't really know what that word means.
What?
Degenerates?
it means, explain it to her.
Why don't you explain it to her? You're the one using the word.
No, you started off with the word degenerate. You said only degenerates by myself, so explain what? Was it degenerate?